Good morning, dear outdoor friends. Today I'm speaking English to you because I was asked to give a short explanation in English about what I'm doing here. It's a material test experiment in my own property to test some outdoor ideas I have. These ideas come from Fritz Meinecke, which is producing the 7 vs. Wild experiment, survival experiment on YouTube. And yes, this experiment started 1 year ago in Sweden, and this year they will go to Alaska or Canada, which is not published yet, and they will have a Teams edition this year. In this Teams edition, the team members have to survive 14 days in the wilderness and document themselves on camera, and they just get a 1 liter bottle, which I will show you later. And in this 1 liter bottle they have to fit all the tools they need to survive these 14 days. And this was a question for me, a task which I thought was very interesting. I wanted to find out if this is possible. It's a material experiment of a survival experiment, but it's not a survival experiment. I do this material experiment in my garden. The 7 vs. Wild project in this first place was a survival experiment where 7 team members could choose only 7 things to survive 7 days in the wilderness. The first season was in Sweden, the second season was in Panama, and the third season will be in Alaska or Canada, which is not decided yet. Third season of the survival experiment 7 vs. Wild, the team members just get 1 of these bottles and a sleeping bag. And with this sleeping bag and the content of the bottle, they have to survive 2 weeks in the wilderness. So 2 members, 2 weeks in the wilderness, just with the content of such a bottle. The team members will fill this bottle themselves, so they decide what they put in the bottle. I do this experiment in my garden because it's my own property, and here on this wood, every square centimeter of this place is owned by someone, so you cannot go out in the wilderness and do what you want. And it's not allowed to go hunting without a hunting license, or it's not allowed to go fishing without a fishing license. So it just can do all these things in my own property and use just the material I have around here. So in the wilderness there will be other materials. I do not have the time to go out in the wilderness for 2 weeks because I have some responsibilities here. But on the other hand, I have my infrastructure here. I have my property and all the things I need. Yes, so it's not a survival experiment, it's just test materials. Especially I want to find out if the thermocover foil from the Tesa company, which I used as a top for my shelter, is enduring 14 days. After 14 days I will remove this thermocover from the shelter and will see if there are some pinches in this fold, or if it's capable to endure this time, so that you have a rain cover in the case of if it's raining. And with the other materials I test for their endurance and for their performance too. There are 4 points you have to fulfill, which are, in the first point is water, the second point is fire to keep you warm, the third point is shelter to keep you dry, and the fifth point is to fetch some food somewhere. You can survive 14 days without food, but it's not easy. It would be easier if you can catch some fish or hunt some animal. Okay. If you want to know the outcome of the experiment, follow me on this channel. Please subscribe, like and comment. Goodbye.